Friends, our story today is based on a survival thriller where our lead actor faces some dangerous things present in the Pacific Ocean. No one knows how long those people will be able to survive underwater. So the story starts from the airport. Passengers are boarding the Vista Airlines flight, which is going from Lake to Los Cabos to board it. One of these passengers is Ava, who was the daughter of a big politician. Ava is going to visit Los Cabos with her friend Kyle and boyfriend Jet. Now Ava's boyfriend Brandon is also present here with her. Seeing him, Jet gets a little offended because they are going on a vacation. Actually, Ava's dad is very worried about her, that is why he never lets her go alone. Although she herself also likes to stay with Brandon because she has been with him since childhood. Now when it is time to board the flight, so EBA makes Brandon sit in the front and goes to sit in the back with Jade and Kyle. In the same flight, there was a little girl named Rosa who was traveling with her grandparents. Now on the way, Rosa's teddy falls, which Ava finds and gives back to them, and in this way a lovely bond is formed between them. Well, now the flight starts and flight attendant Danny starts giving rescue instructions to everyone because it was his job. Seeing all this, Kyle makes fun of her. Now, I don't know why Ava is not feeling good right from the start. Well, in a short while, their plane starts flying over the Pacific Ocean. Then suddenly there is some vibration in the plane, due to which all the passengers get a little scared. Then they are told that a flock of birds has collided with the plane, so no one should panic. After some time, Rose sees that the engine of the plane is slowly catching fire. And within no time the plane starts vibrating completely. Then suddenly a piece of metal comes from outside, due to which a part of the plane breaks and a strong wind starts coming in. Due to this hole, some passengers fly out of the plane. After this, the entire plane falls on the Pacific Ocean, and in no time it starts going into the depths of the ocean. Seeing all this, Ava loses her senses. Now water starts filling in the front side of the plane and the passengers start drowning. After going into some depth, the plane stops on a stable platform. At that time only Ava, Kyle, Jade and flight attendant Danny are left at the back. They think that all the people sitting in the front have died, but then suddenly Rosa comes out from the front, and behind her Brandon also comes with his grandmother. Danny immediately starts giving CPR to the grandmother because her body was filled with water. Now for some time, when she regains consciousness, when she does not come in, everyone thinks that she is probably dead, but then suddenly she starts breathing and regains consciousness. As soon as she wakes up, she asks about her husband, but he is dead, friends. Then Brandon asks Danilo to bring the oxygen cylinders present in the flight, but those cylinders are empty, and seeing all this, Danilo gets very angry with his staff, but what can he do? Then Jet says that he saw an oxygen cylinder in the hand of a passenger sitting in the front. Hearing this, Brandon goes to get that cylinder. Then Grandma asks Brandon to bring her husband's cab too, so that she can keep it with her as a last memento. After all this, Brandon goes to the front part of the flight and gets both the oxygen cylinder and the cap, but then a tiger shark attacks him. Actually, the shark had entered the plane due to a hole in the flight. On the other side, Ava is waiting for Brandon to return. After some time, when Brandon returns, he gives them the stuff. He tells Ava not to worry as the rescue team will be there in a short while, but then suddenly the shark pulls Brandon into the water. Seeing all this, the other people are left breathless. They do not understand what just happened suddenly. Here on the water, the rescue team comes in a chopper and starts looking for the passengers of the plane, but they cannot see anything because the whole plane has sunk in the sea. Grandma, who was a nurse in the plane, bandages Kyle's broken hand because a lot of blood was coming out of it, and then suddenly they feel vibrations in the plane again. Everyone starts getting more scared because of this. Then Ava says that she believes Brandon's words that the rescue team must be coming, so they should wait now. Here the plane was actually standing on an underwater rock base, and now it is sliding from that place. In a short while the plane slides rapidly and comes to the end of the rock, due to which the water has come inside. If the plane falls from that rock, then all of them will go into the depth of the ocean, from where it will be impossible to escape. which means that they will have to get out of there, but the question was how, because there were sharks outside and they are waiting for that opportunity when they come out and they can make them their food. Now here Ava tells everyone that they have to somehow distract those sharks. First of all, they have to find some scuba suits for everyone so that they can get out of here. Everyone is feeling that they will not be able to get out from there. Then Ava goes to the washroom and cries a lot there because maybe she herself was not sure that she would be able to get out of there. Will she be able to survive or not? Somehow she will have to convince the rest of the people that they will all be saved, because if she does not do so, everyone will lose their courage and will die here. On the other hand, people from the chopper are still searching for the plane. Then suddenly they see some parts of the plane above the water, which gives them an idea that maybe the plane has completely sunk. That is why they send 2 divers down to inspect that area, and in a short while those divers also see the plane, and at the same time Rosa sees those divers coming from a distance, and everyone becomes happy after seeing them. With the help of the plane window, the driver assures them that they will save them, but then the passengers see that there is a shark behind the driver. They also try to tell about the danger through that gesture, but by then the shark kills him. While the other driver who was behind the whole of the plane, the shark kills and eats the one who came close to him. Seeing all this, their hopes diminish even more. After this, Ava and Zed try to see the diver's luggage in the plane. Suddenly Zed falls in the water. At first, he pretends not to come out, which scares everyone. But as soon as he tries to come out, a shark attacks him. Everyone rescues him and brings him out of the water. But the shark has taken away one of his legs. A lot of blood was oozing out of his injured leg, which Grandma immediately tries to bandage. Due to the dislocated leg, Zed's body loses a lot of blood and he also goes into shock. Hyba tries to convince him that nothing will happen to him and they will save him. But then Danilo says that there were some driving jackets in the luggage area and one of its hatches was in the same air pocket where they were all trapped. Hearing this, Ava takes a red torch and goes out to search for that stuff, but suddenly the light of the torch stops appearing, due to which everyone thinks that maybe Ava is also not alive, but then she comes out with that driving bag, seeing which everyone goes crazy with happiness. There are only 4 jackets in that scuba bag, which was not enough for everyone, but in the meantime Zed leaves this world. Seeing which Ava becomes sad and starts crying because she had seen many dreams with him, which will probably never be fulfilled now. Seeing all this, Grandma consoles Ava because she was the main player of that group. Actually, Ava had lost her mother in childhood, and today, in a few moments, she has also lost her best friend Brandon and her boyfriend Jet. She is thinking all this when once again vibrations start coming in the plane. Actually, that part of the plane which is made of rock, it was hanging outside, and now it is slowly breaking due to the sea pressure, due to which they have to get out of here as soon as possible, otherwise they will all go into the deep sea. Now here Ava explains to everyone that they have to keep the sharks away by creating bubbles because they have only 2 oxygen cylinders, and due to this they will give one to Rosa and with the other they will manage everyone. All of them have to get out of the hole in the front of the plane somehow, and after this they have to press the red switch in the jacket so that they can reach the surface without any problem. Kyle is very scared of all these things. He knew that he would not be able to do this. Even after that, Ava tries to convince him, while Grandma asks Ava to take care of Rosa because they had accepted their destiny. She knew that they will slow down the pace of their group, that is why they decided to stay there for so long. The front part of the plane completely breaks apart and starts going deeper into the water. Seeing this, Ava goes ahead with Rose, and Danilo and Kyle are following her. Then suddenly Kyle starts feeling scared and he comes back into the air pocket. Now Danilo also comes back to convince him, but at the same time suddenly a shark attacks Kyle. Seeing this, Danilo immediately comes back to Ava and Rose. Now before going out of the plane, Danilo and Ava take oxygen from the oxygen cylinder and Ava asks Rose to go ahead with Danilo. Now coming out of the hole in the plane, Danilo and Rose press their red switch and start going out. Then suddenly the whole plane starts going down rapidly. Now when Ava tries to get out, she finds a shark on the way which was moving towards her, but she stands absolutely calm. Due to which the shark goes to the other side from there. Now as the plane is going into the deep sea, Eva is also being pulled backwards, and with great difficulty she is able to exit the plane and comes out from there. After this she tries to come up, but she does not have an oxygen cylinder at that time, due to which all the oxygen in her body gets exhausted in the middle. She becomes unconscious, and after some time suddenly she regains consciousness and she was out of the water. At that time she tries to call Danny and Rosa, but no one is there, on which she thinks that maybe the shark ate them, but then suddenly that rescue chopper comes there and finally Eva is rescued. Friends Rosa and Danilo were already present in that chopper, and everyone is very happy to see each other when Rosa is out of her house. When the girl asks about her mother, Eva tells her the truth, which makes her very sad, but because of Eva's bravery, they were able to survive, otherwise it was impossible to get out of that plane, and with this the story ends here. Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe for more interesting videos.